Well, hello, good afternoon. My name is Aaliyah, and I am a coordinator at the Quantitative Skills Center, or the QSC. And at the QSC, we are a drop-in tutoring service that has peer tutors tutor students who may struggle in quantitative skills. Our mission is we aim to help UW-Bothell students develop skills and confidence with quantitative reasoning. And so, Deborah, we do have a quick advertisement video. I think it's only about a minute and a half long. If you want to go ahead and play that, would give us a little bit of an intro of our services.
One second, I'm just getting it queued up. Do you guys see it? Or wait, oh, I need to, hold on, let me stop. Let me try this again. All right, here we go.
Hello, welcome to the Quantitative Skills Center. Not to be confused with QFC, KFC, or SQL. The QSC is the place where you go for help related to most areas involving numbers and calculations. Subjects we cover include mole counting, zebrafish counting, money counting, probability counting, vector counting, and byte counting. Oh, we also do counting. Worried about your calculation powers? No worries. Just bring us your homework questions, lecture notes, study guides, and we'll help you figure out how to best learn from them. We can assist you with understanding concepts, working through calculations, answering your questions, and more. We offer drop-in Zoom tutoring sessions for both one-on-one and small groups. You can even calculate how much work you're doing with us. Work is force times distance, where force equals mass times acceleration. Accelerate your learning through the QSC. If you go the distance, we'll bring our forces, and together, we can make it work. So, what are you waiting for? Drop in to see a tutor or grab a pal and create a study session today.
Awesome.
Awesome, Deborah, thank you so much. So that video covered most of what our services are, but to reiterate, we are a drop-in tutoring center that will work with you through any and all stages of the learning process for most quantitative skills classes. So we don't talk about grades and we don't tell you the answer, but we'll help you build your skills and confidence as learners. So we tutor math, physics, chemistry, biology, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, CSS, business, and statistics. But we aren't just a tutoring center. We also offer calculator checkouts in case you're on campus and have an exam and need to check out a calculator for 24 hours. And we also do textbook and reference material checkout as well. We also have self-created study groups, so you don't have to come into our QSC physical center in UW 2030 just to see a tutor. We have a safe space and a quiet space. If the library is a little bit too crowded or you can't find a quiet space on campus to study, you can also come in there and just hang out and study. As well as some professors host their office hours because our space is pretty big to accommodate for social distancing and things. Professors hold office hours there, and we also hire students. So if students want to go ahead and apply, they can go to the website and quickly apply there. And so again, we offer our tutoring services through both in-person and online tutoring through Zoom. Using the QSC is free. The tuition that students pay for covers the service. And so it's really great for them to take advantage of their education and take advantages of the services that are offered through the tuition. And so we're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5 in person. And 11 to 8 online. Fridays 12 to 4 in person and online, closed Saturdays, and then Sundays all online from 12 to 4. So that was pretty much it on our services. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So if a student is wanting to get tutoring in electrical engineering, for example, then would they need to look up a specific time, or do they just go in whenever they're available?
That's a great question. Yeah, because our staffing hasn't really covered like the whole hours we're open, it is nice for students to go ahead and reference our website for a subject schedule. And Deborah, if it's okay, I'll go ahead and share my screen now. I have up the QSC website, which is uw.edu/QSC. And on this homepage here, you're really conveniently able to access our Zoom learning link by clicking the link here or here. And that will give you access to our virtual waiting room where you can get access to a tutor online. But to go ahead and look at our hours and schedules, we're going to go ahead and look at this left-hand side menu here. Under the hours and schedules, we have all of the different subjects that we tutor. And so Deborah, your example for electrical engineering, let's say we're going to go ahead and do circuit theory. So we'll go ahead and scroll down through our EE menu. And for circuit theory, it has various both in-person and online times where we'll be able to offer tutoring. That was a great question. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. What if, I mean, I'm just like thinking out loud here of things that potentially people might have questions about. What if do you have students that feel like they are, maybe it's something super specific to their class and they're not sure? Like, I guess I'm wondering like how a student might, do they connect with their professor to find like the right time to come in? Or if do they come in with just one problem? Do they come in with a lot of problems? Like, how does that work for students generally?
Yeah, it definitely varies based on the student, but usually we ask that students have at least attempted the problems that they're coming in with, just so that they have an understanding of what they've tried so far and maybe what they're not understanding so that they can explain that to the tutor. And then, like I said, we work with students at any process during their learning journey. And so even if it's something like, how can I look up this subject online? Or how do I explain to my professor what I'm not understanding? It varies. And so it kind of is on a case-by-case basis, but usually students would have attempted the problem that they have questions on and then come in with specific questions on the problem they're working on.
Great. No, that's super helpful. Yeah, I'm just thinking through maybe, do you find that some students feel a little bit nervous to come in because they're embarrassed, or how do you help build that confidence?
Yeah, definitely. Getting students to walk in the door in the QSC is an admission that they need help. And so that is very nerve-wracking for some students. And all of the tutors who are working at the QSC are peer tutors, meaning that there are students themselves who've struggled in the same type of courses that students are coming in for. And so being able to work with a student who has once struggled in the same shoes that the student has is really helpful. And being able to connect with students is a little bit more helpful than maybe visiting a professor's office hours where it's less intimidating. So we're a super welcoming environment. We are totally a community at the QSC. And so students definitely feel discouraged in the beginning, but we see students come back all the time and over their journey, see their confidence really grow.
Awesome. I have one additional question. So you mentioned that it's peer students who are working there. So how does one become a peer tutor? And is it mainly students that are upperclassmen, or is it a mix?
Usually it's students who are upperclassmen that have a little bit more classes under their belt that they're able to go ahead and tutor for. And then being able to apply, I'm just going to go right back into our website where we have the Join Our Team tab. There we have different positions. We have tutors, CSS tutors, and then customer service specialists. And then, to tutor, there's different requirements of, having a 3.0 and at least 4 classes offered at UW that you can tutor. And then, cover letter, resume, kind of the typical things. So yeah, we've had a lot of students who are actually who've used the QSC as students, and then as their confidence has grown and as they, kind of made their way through their courses, have applied. And so a lot of our tutors were once students themselves, including myself.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. It really shows your whole journey.
Yeah.
Whole journey and trajectory. I love that. That's wonderful. And it's a great model to show that you can be a learner and a teacher as well.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Alex, I want to offer you if you have any questions too.
Not really. I've been to the QSC before, so I know what it's like.
Perfect. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for presenting. I appreciate that. Appreciate your words and your sharing of all these resources. And I know students really should take advantage of such a wonderful resource, especially because these classes are such a big part of our campus community, these types of classes. So it's wonderful to hear about. And thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about it. And we are open as things are virtual through Zoom, and then things will start to open up more in person. So
next week. Yeah, awesome.
Take care.
Thank you. Take care.